This show is sponsored by Original Grain, who makes dope-ass watches, which we are all rocking, all three of the Bloom Boys right now.
Love it. I got my new one today. It's friggin' awesome.
We're all wearing different ones. So Original Grain, if you don't know, they make watches and rings out of recycled, reclaimed materials. So we're wearing ones that are all made out of reclaimed wood, but they also, like Bryce's is the Beer Master.
The Brewmaster.
The Brewmaster, which is made out of old beer barrels, which is super cool. Mine is made out of Hawaiian koa, which is like an ancient Hawaiian tree on Hawaii, and it's like wood that gets chopped down for other things, and they, instead of throwing it away, they make my watch out of it, which is super awesome.
Mine, I think, is the
and
nicest.
there's a sapele wood, which is the same thing, which is super cool.
Look how good looking that is.
They are really nice watches.
No,
They
but
really
that's
are.
a good looking watch. And I'm a watch guy.
We love them, and they make watches not only out of reclaimed wood, but also ocean plastic, so
military plastic.
the military gun ammo and stuff like
Right.
that, which is super cool. They have a whole range of watches that are really awesome, all different styles. We love them. We have a bunch now.
Love 'em.
I get compliments all the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
All the time.
And so they will hook you up like they've hooked us up. So if you go to originalgrain.com/issues and you use the code issues at checkout, you'll get 30% off your entire order. So whatever watch you get, whatever ring you get, all their merch, all that stuff, use the code issues. You get 30% off. You'll be doing something good for your style and for the planet. So it's like a win-win. Highly recommend checking it out. Once again, it's originalgrain.com/issues.
Look at that. How nice.
Use the code issues at checkout for 30% off.
You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me. The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid. Hey, Bron.
We're back.
Hello, everybody.
Feels like it's been a month since we've been
It feels
behind
like
this desk.
a long fucking time. Everybody.
For them, it's only been a week, but for us, it's been like 3 weeks.
Has
Not
it been?
three.
No.
2
We did
weeks.
one Zoom.
Oh, we did one Zoom, and then the last episode was recorded about a week early.
I was in
little behind the
shithole
scenes for you guys.
Shithole fucking California.
Oh, yeah, how was that?
Oh, my. Great seeing Burke. Had a really good time. LA's disgusting, by the way.
Why?
Disgusting.
Elaborate.
All right, first of all, the people are still fucking retarded. If I never see another fucking Prius, I'll be happy. The traffic is a fucking joke. People still wear masks, like, which I don't even fucking understand. It's dirty. It is literally, I feel unsafe. There's a lot of homeless. I don't understand the whole fucking, I don't get it. There's nothing redeemable at all about LA. Now, if you took everything else away and just had the traffic, I still think it would be a shithole, the amount of traffic. Then we went up to Napa, which was fine. What? Oh, then we went up to Napa, which was fine, but I don't know. It was great seeing Burke, a lot of fun. Being in California for 10 days, I think, is about 9 days too long. Yeah, but I like being home. I think Florida's the best. But people are fucking, and then, lot of homeless. I mean, a lot of fucking.
Gets worse by the day, I think.
And it's just terrible. And I don't know. I don't see anything remarkable about California. I'm not trying to do. I just don't see it.
That's why everyone's leaving.
And then you add the fucking government component on too. It's a joke. I mean, I was talking to some police officers and letting them know I support them and saying like, what a thankless job, blah blah blah. And
God, imagine being an LAPD officer. Like, who would ever want to do that?
Right,
Not
being
only
a
does everyone
police
hate
officer,
you,
right?
But you also have to deal with like the worst of the worst.
Why
Maybe
am I not
Chicago.
hearing you in my mic? Really? Now I hear you. Talk.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, but are you hearing him? Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Bryce is here for those listening.
Brycey boo.
Hey,
This is the first time I've seen my boys in almost 2 weeks. Don't be wise. That says I like seeing my boys. It's all good. Love my
Nice,
boys.
Jan.
Yeah.
Bryce
So
so
here
at
we
5
are.
in the morning, 2 nights in a row.
Why is that,
How is that
Brycey?
even possible?
Why is that? What's going on, Brycey, that you're home so late?
Nothing. Just going out.
I got to put Life 360 back on your phone.
Life 360.
We went on Friday night. We went out. So
Wait. Friday. You took your LSATs. So you
why
could
did you
chill.
start singing? It's Friday night. It's Saturday, Sunday,
Monday, whatever.
Monday, whatever.
Yeah.
That's the song. I took my LSAT Friday morning. Yes. So Friday night we went out to celebrate.
Stop doing that.
And we ended up having a much bigger night than we ever thought we would, I guess. 'Cause
Why?
We went to 11, which is like the biggest nightclub in the world.
Wow.
Maybe not the world, but it's like one of the
It's
most popular
definitely not the
nightclubs
biggest, but-
in the world.
It's open 24/7.
It's open 24/7.
So why don't they call it 24/7?
Why do they call it 11? Oh, it's because it's on 11th Street. That's why.
Oh, really?
Very unique.
The street between Space and 11 is 11th. Like the corner's on 11th.
Is it bigger than Space?
No.
No.
Space is bigger.
in terms
When
of
you
square
say big,
foot
are you saying square footage?
or popularity?
I think
Both.
they're both pretty equal in terms of popularity.
Wow.
11, yeah, they're different kinds of popular. So the thing is, like, Space is like a rave club, right? It's like house music only, and it's like dark and like rave. Like you just go there to dance and like trip on
People
drugs.
do drugs there?
11 is like, it's just a strip club is what it is, but it's like massive. And so we went there. There were 10 of us that went, and you can't even explain.
What's the age group people in there?
everything.
Like
You have-
20
Mom
you
and
have
I like it?
80-year-olds.
When mom and I like
no,
it?
you would hate it.
You would not like it, but you wouldn't look out of place there.
Okay, but would it be cool just for us to experience one time?
No, not at all. I don't think I'll ever go back there. Not that it's bad. It's just the weirdest.
It's
place
really
of
weird.
all
So
time.
like the thing is,
It's so not dad.
it's
too.
a strip club. It's a club. Like it's a full-on nightclub. They had Murda Beats, who was the DJ the night we went. I don't even know who that is, but
Really?
everyone who we were with, yeah. When I went back, he came on, and everyone was like, the people who I was with, they're like, "Oh my god, that's Murda!" And I was
don't
like,
really hear
I was
that
like, "Who
well
the
in it."
fuck's
Try
Murda?"
this on. 1 minute. It's okay. Try this on. Oh, it could be the volume. 1 minute.
Yeah, how's that?
Talk.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, go a little more even.
Yeah, better,
Oh, much better. Oh, shit. You showed me that from day one,
That's
bro.
your volume.
I didn't even know there was a DJ there. That's cool.
I know there's a volume
He
button there.
came when I went back, so he didn't come on until like 2 in the morning.
Gotcha.
But, so it's like a big nightclub that gets big acts. Like Snoop Dogg's
Can I like
performing
lean
there
like
next
this
week.
while we're talking?
Yeah, it's fine.
Most people don't watch anyways.
Hey, Brycey, but when they know you're on, they want to watch because you're so handsome.
Oh god.
So handsome, boy.
Hey,
But so the thing with this place,
Both
is
my
like,
boys are
it's a
handsome.
nightclub, but it also is a strip club on top of the nightclub. So but the thing is, like a normal strip club, right? You'll go and it's maybe
Don't know, never been.
maybe it's like 10% of the people in the crowd are the strippers, and then the other 90% are customers,
And
right?
what's this?
No, in a strip club, it's one
It's like
girl
4
on
strippers
stage,
to-
and
yeah.
then there's
And
like
what's this
2
like?
servers.
Everyone's a stripper.
So we're going, Mom and I
That
going.
is so weird
No,
because
it's so
Dad, you
weird.
walk in. First of all, you walk in and you're like, these are the hottest women I've ever seen in my life. Everywhere you look, you're like, holy shit. But then you realize, oh my God, they're actually just all strippers. And so every 3
How do
seconds,
they make money?
Every 3 seconds they come up to you. Hey, baby, want to go have some fun? Every 5
It's
seconds.
So it's a free for all there.
Yeah, no,
Dad,
there's
there-
no
there-
like.
how many strippers do you think? 400? There
maybe
were
not 400.
way
There's
over
got to be at
200.
least. There's got to be at least. I can guarantee 100 strippers.
And good looking.
Bryce, way more than 100 strippers.
I honestly, I don't even know because this is gonna sound bad.
On one-
you're looking at a girl and you're like,
You don't know if she's
you're like,
right.
oh wow, that's a stripper, and then it's like, oh no, that's she's
my
just
friends.
wearing
Right.
Yeah, because you can
Not
wear
much
like
clothing.
shit in there. Like they don't care. You can just like a girl can wear sensual stuff in there.
No, you're not allowed to wear sneakers there as a girl.
Well, not sneaker. I don't mean
Sensual.
No,
I
you
don't
have
mean
to wear,
casual.
as a girl, you have to wear heels.
You have to dress nicely, but as a girl, you can wear like skimpier things there than you
Oh
can.
yeah,
at,
I mean it's a strip club,
at like another bar.
but it's so weird because like you can't go you can't go 60 full seconds without a stripper coming up to you and being like,
Well, that's
do you
annoying.
want to dance? And you're like, no, thank you. And then they're like, yeah, you do. And you're like,
Yeah, they're like, come
no.
on.
You're like, I don't. Like there were times.
That's how annoying.
there were
It's
times
so
where you
annoying.
literally had to be like, I don't have money. I'm gay.
Bryce
Like,
resorted to I'm gay.
Right.
Because,
Well, no,
because he was like, I don't want them to
Leave
come
me
up to
alone,
me.
right.
And I don't
I
play
told
it.
one.
That's a good
I
idea.
told one I didn't speak English, and then she goes
In English.
No, in Spanish.
Spanish.
I said no habla español.
No habla inglés.
No habla inglés. And she started speaking Spanish to me. I said, oh yeah, I don't speak Spanish. And then she went, what? And then she was like, do you want to dance or not? And I was like, no, thank you. She was like, yeah, you do. And I was like, yo soy gay. You're gay.
I gay.
And then she was like, fuck you, and then walked away.
But the thing is, they're all like insanely hot. They're also all insanely like fake, right? They're like, they look like porn stars, all of them. But the thing is, like, you're there and you're hanging out and you're having fun. But then
Is
anytime
it
you
expensive
look
to get
up,
in?
it was $75 for us to get in.
Wow.
yeah.
Anytime you look up, you catch eye
Anytime
contact.
you look up, because there's so many of them that you inevitably catch eye contact with someone,
Oh,
and then they
it's
beeline to
uncomfortable.
you,
That's
and you're like, no,
uncomfortable.
I didn't mean to.
That's uncomfortable.
I was just looking at your boobs because they're in my face. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Think about it like, you know how like when you go to Halloween Horror Nights, you have
Bro, you know Uncle Brand said tomorrow. You know that, right? If you're listening, Uncle Brand, he's there tomorrow.
when you're at Halloween Horror
the
Nights,
girls that
you
were
have the
insane.
haunted houses, right? The haunted houses are a normal strip club. The scare
Scare
zones are
right.
11.
Where they're like just
That's
roaming
like-
around,
yeah.
like looking for you. And there were so many of them. but then also we're there. So one of our friends who went and so they have ATMs there that just dispense ones. So you put in your card, you can
Unbelievable.
pick them out, and it gives you 100 ones.
Oh my God.
Because that's the whole point, right? Like you're there to throw it on the strippers and stuff. So the girls keep coming up to us, and one of my friends went up right when we got there. He went to the ATM and he took 200 out in once.
He's a schmuck.
Yeah, he was like, we're in 11. We're gonna celebrate. We're having a great time.
Like having fun,
and he was like giving it out to all the people in the group. He was like wanting everyone to have a good time. But the girls saw that he had 2 wads of hundreds.
Fucking flies.
So they kept coming up to us, and so they would just like walk up, and they would walk up and just start like grinding up on him, and so he would like throw out a couple singles onto like their backs. Right, they're turned around. So he'd like throw out a couple
like
singles.
fall on the floor.
Yeah, and so because the girl's like twerking on him,
and it's packed too, right? So it's not like you have like a ton of room. Like
I'm with you.
Like you're stepping on all of the singles. It's like a little wet in there, so it's like
there's like drinks spilled on the floor.
And then these like crack whores are getting on the floor.
That literally. So
we're literally
don't you
like
feel bad for them?
So bad.
It was like 7 dudes.
We left because we felt bad.
We're all standing around like holding a drink that costs $20.
And we're with 2 girls who are friends of ours. And we're like, how do you guys like
while
this?
this girl's pretty much butt naked on her arms and on her hands and knees
for like
on the ground.
$7.
You can see her butthole because of what she's wearing, and she's bent over, and she's picking up like muddy.
So why
ones.
these girls are attractive? Why are they doing this?
They make so much
thousands of
money.
dollars a night, Dad.
Yeah, they make so much money.
You get one guy, right? Like we were just throwing out a couple singles. They find one guy who takes them into
100,
a back room,
200.
gives them
No, but
500,
even
1,000.
like me and I think it was Jay. Like me and one of our buddies, we were like we literally looked at each other. We were like, we feel so bad. This is horrible.
That the girls on our hands and knees picking up $7.
We literally went. There's bouncers everywhere, obviously, because you probably get some weird dudes who go in there and like touch girls.
Grope the girls.
So there's giant bouncers everywhere, and we like bend down, start picking up, and he's like, "Nah, you're good. You don't have to do that." We're like even
we want
the
to help her.
bouncers like telling us not to help. Like I felt uncomfortable to the point where like I was like, I don't really need to go back there.
It made me feel bad for the women and for being a man.
Yes,
I was like,
yeah.
I feel gross and that other men like this shit. And then I also feel gross that the women are like doing it.
No,
and
it's
then the women are like, this is
objectively-
empowering.
That
It's like,
place,
fuck you.
no, that
Sad.
place is cool.
It is cool.
The scope is insane. You could have such a sick night there.
I had a blast.
especially if you're down to spend a lot of money. You could have an awesome time.
I didn't spend any money there, and I had a blast
Yeah.
when I went back. We were just messing around, so it was fun.
But you do need to get it. I'm not saying 11's bad because it's awesome, but it's weird.
It's very
You have to
weird.
understand it's uncomfortable.
Well, it's just weird because you walk
How
in.
big of a place? Like what?
Probably like 10,000
Bigger
square
than
feet.
like a Sports Authority?
No.
No.
It's like 10,000 square feet probably.
Sports Authority. That's such a
it's hilarious.
I would say it's like a half of a Sports Authority, but it's double layered. So you have like 2 floors and they open up. So like the second floor is like a rotunda that opens up down, and then the main floor is like a stripper pole in the middle.
It
That's
honestly
where
is
the
not
DJ
that-
is. But then there are thousands of strippers just walking around everywhere you go.
Can you walk or just bumper to bumper people?
It's you can barely
No, it's not that bad. Here was the weirdest thing of all time. We're on the top looking down at everybody, and that's where some of the tables are, I guess. There's like this Russian couple, man and woman,
Oh yeah,
getting back massages by not strippers, by masseuses.
they have masseuses in the club that walk around, and you can pay them, and they'll give you a massage.
right.
And it's just
They weren't strippers. They were just like professional
Just
masseuses.
It's like these people that sell cigars and cigarettes.
Yeah,
just
right.
this Russian,
Cigarettes.
just this Russian dude and his wife sitting. They're
I
both
know
on
they
their
were
phones.
Russian. How do you know they're Russian?
I thought they were Latin, but
Oh no, they were like that.
he was like dark.
no.
Yes, he looked like Guatemalan
They
or
looked.
Honduran.
They looked Russian to me, sitting on their phones, getting back massages in the middle of
in the
this
middle of the
nightclub.
club. Strippers are walking by with their tits out. It's so loud you can barely hear yourself, and they're just like, getting massages.
It was
Weird.
so
People are fucking weird, man.
So weird.
It was
I'm
so
so
weird.
like to me, I rather just go out with another couple and talk and hang.
Their
And
chocolate cake looked great.
Some
though.
people will go
They
there
have a
and
full
drop
restaurant.
30 grand a night, like
Easy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You have rappers who
crazy.
go there and they'll like who I forget what rapper it was. He bought $1 million in ones and just dropped it all from the top and just like $1 million in
Bet you in
ones.
5 years, you're gonna wish you had the fucking $1 million
for
at
sure.
once.
And there's
It was-
probably like Drake or Lil Wayne, and they're worth like.
It was just
I don't think
very
Drake or Lil Wayne would do that.
Drake's
No.
totally.
And Lil Wayne used to hit up King of Diamonds all the time.
Yeah.
He used to get dragged out of King of Diamonds because he would like,
King of Diamonds is now a Cadillac dealership.
which is so on par
Yeah,
too.
King of Diamonds was huge, and it wasn't
Huge.
around a long time. It was built, right?
it
Yeah.
wasn't around a long time.
No.
King of Diamonds was like a notorious strip club in Miami,
Right off
outside
95.
Miami.
But that's 2 times the size of a Sports Authority.
Oh, that's
King of
much
Diamonds.
bigger.
Yeah. Massive.
No, that's a giant industrial warehouse that they turned into a strip club.
Humongous.
Yeah.
And now,
Yeah,
it's,
now
a
it's
nice
a car
ca-
dealership.
Yeah, it's a caddy dealer.
yeah, but yeah, it was just it's a very odd place. like if you're on a bachelor party visiting Miami, that's the best place in the world to go.
I get it because there's nothing like it and you're in Miami.
And it's the scope of it. Like nowhere else besides Vegas could a place like that exist because it's just massive. And the women, it was the most beautiful women you've ever seen in your life. Like
So what are these
everywhere
women
you
doing?
look around, you're
What
like,
are they doing?
holy shit.
No, that's what they do.
There's so
And then they also
comedic.
probably have OnlyFans, I assume.
I'm sure most of them have OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And they
By
have
the way,
sugar daddies.
By
I'm
the way,
sure.
those girls, even without sugar daddies, working at 11 and having an OnlyFans, I bet those girls are making $400,000 or $500,000 a year.
Yeah, probably.
That's nuts.
More. Some people are making over $1 million just from OnlyFans a year.
No. I'm just talking about like a random 11 stripper who also has an OnlyFans, probably makes $400,000
Couple
a year.
$100,000 for sure.
That's wild.
But then it's like, what do they do when they're 39?
Well, I
Marry
What do they do when they're
somebody.
54?
They
They'll
marry
get married.
somebody.
And also, if you're making $400,000 a year and you're a very attractive girl in your mid 20s, and every meal you go out for, all that stuff is getting paid for by a dude, you're saving $400,000 a year.
They're going to get mad.
Yeah, but they're getting $50,000 boob jobs and lip injections every week.
And all those girls who get boob jobs, people pay for their boob jobs.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Wow. Different world.
And
today.
the asses there. Some of the asses were so large that they couldn't walk up the stairs.
Come on,
Yeah.
like
big
they couldn't-
asses.
huge. The thing is, they had a type of girl for every single person. They
That's
had
their thing,
They
I
had
think.
the spectrum. They had like huge ghetto as black
I
chicks. They had
found-
little petite white girls.
I
They
found
had
this funny
Latinas with
photo.
huge ass. They had everything you can imagine.
I found this
It was insane.
funny photo of Jay when he bought the beers, and just giant butt in the back. Giant butt.
Here,
You have other photos? Let me see my
I have some
other photos.
videos. I'll show you.
Oh, this is the place.
People can listen.
That's Cobb.
Right.
But like, that's what it looks like.
Here's,
right?
it's
here's me and
huge.
Tony
Yeah.
at the main stripper pole.
What's he doing with those singles?
He had all the singles. That was-
Idiot Tony.
Here, let me see. I think I have music on this. Like this girl is full on showing her ass to us. You can't really
Where?
see it. In front of us. Here's another video. Let's see. Just throwing He was crumbling them up and throwing
He's
them
so
onto
funny.
her.
You know what I like?
Like, look how huge it is. You can see how massive this
Humongous.
place is.
You know what I like about 11? It does. You know, if you're at a strip club, you get the grossest feeling. It's like, yeah, this was
11 was a classy establishment.
That's not
It
what,
is. Everyone's
what I'm
dressed
even saying. Yeah, no,
nicely.
but you go to a strip club and it's like 10 dudes around a stripper pole. It's gross. Like everyone's like all horned up. Like that's so unappealing to go to.
It feels sleazy.
11 is a club that strippers are at.
Right,
It
like-
does not feel like a strip club at all.
No. It
At
feels like
all.
a nightclub. Like a lot of the people that go are women who are
Oh,
like
yeah.
going for fun because it's
Yeah.
fun to go. Because they have good music.
No,
and
it's a
stuff.
huge
And they
nightclub.
make $75 a person to get in.
That's
Dad,
cheap.
we got there early.
Yeah.
If we got there after 2 a.m., it would have been like 150.
After 2 a.m.
200 maybe. Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, Dad, I didn't leave 11 until 5 a.m. We got home at 5:30.
Oh my
and
God.
we pulled up.
Retarded.
We pulled up, and we were with two girls that we're friends with. They're like these old Mexican dudes behind us. We were just talking to them
French.
while we were in line. No, they spoke French, but they were Mexican.
Never heard of that before.
No.
What the hell?
How we speak French. I mean, we don't speak French, but they were like, "Oh, do you speak Spanish?" And I was like, "No, I speak French," joking. And they were like, "Oh, tu parles français?" Like they were Latin, but
Okay.
well, you said French.
Okay, go on with your story. Yeah, for real.
And they were in behind us in line, and the guy just goes, "Oh, are you two girls paying for yourselves?" And they were like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh, I'll just pay for you." Didn't even meet them. Just like,
He was
okay.
like, and then didn't they ask for his ID and he showed his black card and he was like, "This is my ID."
He goes, "This is my ID."
He was like 55,
No, he was,
Dad.
He's a
he was
putz.
joking. He was a putz, but he was just joking around. But like, imagine just, yeah, I'll pay for you guys.
I mean, if you're 50,
Why,
and you have a
though?
black
That's
card, you
just
can
a-
afford $70 for a girl.
Of course.
It's kind of affordability. Why do
They
it?
didn't
Yeah,
even
why
talk.
do it?
They didn't even talk to them. They just
You
paid-
could afford it too. Why do it?
I mean,
why
that's a
do it?
super nice thing to do, I guess. But
He
they
wanted
didn't
it, made
even
him
talk
feel
to
good.
them.
Made him feel
Yeah,
like
exactly.
He was
Like
a
you got these young girls in,
big man.
young to him.
He was actually
they were normal
He was
age.
probably 5'6". He was a very small person.
Big man.
Nice guy.
Okay, but 20 minutes on strip club. We can move on. But yeah, we just
17
wanted to
Well,
recount that.
while we're on going out, I want to bring up what happened last night, which was crazy.
Okay.
Go ahead, Bryce. Boo.
So we went out, and there's this place, La Sandwicheria in Miami, where we go every so often.
They open until 4 in the morning and they do subs. It's like a
yeah,
Subway.
and they're actually really good sandwiches. But we're there.
Wow, you've changed your
I know,
opinion
I
on
know,
that.
I know.
You used to
I
despise
still
Sandwicheria.
despise them, but we're there, and it's really late now. It's probably 5 a.m., so there's not many people in there. And this woman sitting down at the table behind us. We're at the counter, and the guy next to me, some guy turns to me and goes, yeah, you think I got a shot at that he said MILF because she was older. He goes, you think I got a shot at that MILF behind me? And I was like,
how old's the guy?
25, 30.
Oh, okay. Was
And
it Jay?
No. It was a random guy at the counter. And I was like, shoot your shot, man. And he was like, all right, you're right. Goes up, starts talking. I pay no attention to it. 2 minutes later, I hear screaming behind. I turn around.
First of all, what's a middle-aged woman doing at 5 in the morning by
Outlaw
herself?
sandwichery.
So I turn
By
around.
herself.
I turn around, and her husband was in the bathroom. And he comes out, and she's like flirting with this guy. And he's like, another fucking guy.
Oh
you
my
dumb
God.
slut.
No way.
Screaming. And they're both mid-50s screaming, you dumb whore. You're always fucking other dudes. Screaming.
Oh my God.
And she's just like, well, you made me like that. Like crazy, right? Like going off. And then eventually the dude just like stands up and just walks out. So we're like,
The guy who was flirting or the husband?
the guy was flirting. He
Yeah,
was
of
like,
course. I would have walked
he was
out
like-
eventually.
He was like, yo, I don't care.
I would have slipped right out.
Yeah, so he just walked away, and then they sit down. They're not talking for a couple minutes, and then he goes, "I can't believe you dumb bitch!" Like so mean to her, right? Like
God.
I've never heard. And she starts going, "Yeah, well, it's because you have the world's tiniest cock." Like the meanest I've ever heard.
Wait, classy couple.
Like
Yeah.
furthest thing from it. Then
joking.
her brother, he was Latin. She also looked Latin. Turns out she was black. I didn't realize that because her brother.
Does he get a bio in them?
No. Her brother sits down.
No, brother.
And he's like, you can obviously tell he's black. So it's the three of them are now sitting there, right?
Okay.
And she's like, fuck you. Like, and then
Puta.
And then he's like, all right, whatever, walks away. And Tony walks up and is like, hey, I just want to make sure like everything's, we were talking about it. We were like, should we help this woman?
Wait, Tony walks up.
And we're like,
the littlest one.
no, and we're like,
The little
Tony's
white Jewish
like
boy.
5'4".
Yeah.
we're like, well, we don't really want to get involved in
Yeah,
someone
why would
else's
you even get involved?
business.
That's a mistake.
And so Tony walks up when the guy's away and he's like, hey, I just want to make sure everything's okay. And she's like, yeah, thank you. I appreciate you checking on me. Everything is normal. Don't worry. And the guy comes back while Tony's
Yes,
talking.
correct. What the
And
fuck?
he goes,
Oh my God.
yo, do we have a problem now? And I go, no, we're good. It's all, everything's fine. And then he goes, you bitch, like to the girl screaming. And then I'm like, Tony, come over here. Let's
Right,
leave it alone.
But the fuck out. The white shirt's not worth it.
And then he slaps her in the face
Oh my God.
in the restaurant.
Okay.
Slaps his wife in the face.
As Sean Connery said, a good slap every now
no,
and then.
like literally hit her in the face.
Right.
And her brother was sitting right there.
How do you know it was her brother? Did when he walked in, she was like, brother, welcome.
Brother, how's mom? Have you spoken to mom
he
lately?
literally said, as my brother-in-law, you're going to allow your sister to do this shit to me? I mean, I assume that means that's two
Look at investigation.
That's two
Yeah,
verifications.
Look at you, little
Miami CSI. Dun, dun, dun.
Inspector Bryce.
And we were like, Tony was like, we're calling the cops. And then the
God.
girl we were with was
I'm
like,
so glad I went to bed.
the girl,
Jimmy Durante. We're calling the cops.
the girl we were with was
I don't know
like,
who that is.
no, don't get involved. You don't get involved in other people's business. This happens in cities, whatever.
What are you talking
And
about?
I was in the middle. I was like,
That's autistic.
yeah, I don't know.
No, type in Jimmy Durante.
No,
Yeah, go on.
This 25-minute story needs to end. Go
4
on.
minutes, by
It's
the way.
not a
Keep
bad
going.
story.
It's four-
No, it's not a bad
it's
story.
4
It's a good
minutes. Go
story.
on.
And I
But I
was,
actually have like meat to get to.
okay, I'm almost done. I was in the middle
Take
of the
your time,
spectrum of
Bryce.
like, you shouldn't call the police, but also he did hit her. That's a crime. Like,
Why the fuck
You don't-
out?
you don't
She's
want
sucking
them-
a bunch of guys' cock. She just slapped in the
you don't
face
know,
after all that.
but
Jesus
we were like,
Christ.
they're gonna
What if
go.
he killed her that night?
We were like, they're gonna go
joking.
home, and he's probably gonna beat the shit out of her. Like, so I was in the middle, and I was
They probably
wondering,
like it, the two of them.
what is
Role playing.
So
Yeah.
obviously, you're like, yo, leave it alone. What do you
100%.
What do you think?
I would leave it alone.
I leave that alone.
I wouldn't
That
want to, but I
trashy
would because
couple,
you can't get involved.
you don't
in
know
that.
what's going on. You know if his penis is small. You just don't know. There's a lot of
Well, you
things that
can't
aren't
get involved
answered.
until he hits her.
No, you don't butt out. You don't need to be the
A
savior.
punch and a slap are different. I hate to say it.
No, if he punched her, we would have like
Did it leave a mark?
attacked him.
No.
No, I don't.
Then
A
he knows what he's doing.
Right? Is that wrong to think that a punch and a slap are different?
Well, punch.
What if she slapped him? Would you be like, let's call the police?
Sure,
let's
would you
get
call the
involved?
cops?
Of course not.
No, because he would probably beat the shit out of
No,
her.
sexist.
But she might not be a threat.
You know,
but she could be an
40% of
emotional
men are
threat.
physically abused by women. I want you. It's a fact. That's a factual statement.
40% of men are physically abused by
Yes,
women. So
100%. That's so true.
100%, 40%
That's-
of
I
men
watched the
are-
whole documentary. Seriously.
no, a lot of men are abused.
I
for
watched
sure.
a documentary on. It was about battered women's shelters, and there are like 4,000 battered women's
all
shelters in the
watched-
world.
there's only one
and
for
there's none for men.
I thought there was one. Dad, we all watched the documentary together.
All right, so how did it end? I want to hear how it ended.
We were like, let's let it be. The brothers there was kind of like our buffer.
Right.
We were like, all right, if the brother's there, he's not gonna like beat
Right.
the shit out of her with the brother
Right
there.
Right.
This is the
it was
National
just
Center
wild.
for Domestic Violence.
It's gonna be women. You'll see. Nothing about men.
1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men have been victims of severe
So there you go.
physical violence.
So isn't that 40%?
1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have experienced physical violence by an intimate partner.
13%.
This includes a range of
No.
behavior: slapping, shoving, pushing, and in some cases, what some might not consider as domestic violence. 1 in 7 women and 1 in 25 men have been injured by a partner. 1 in 10 women have been raped by a partner. Data is unavailable on male victims. Interesting.
Right. So listen
That's
to me.
weird.
So if you have 1 out of every 4,
For women.
right, and then let's say you had 1 out of every 8, that'd be 2 to 1 over women, right?
1 out of every 4 is not 40%. Though.
That's 25%.
No,
Yeah.
no. What I'm saying is statistically, I'm saying for every, let's say, 6 women that are abused, 4 out of 10 people, 4 are guys. For every 10 people, 6 women, 4 guys.
You're saying out of if 100% of people who are abused, of 40%
40%
are
of men.
men.
That's what I said.
Okay.
That's significant, though.
It says 1 in 4 women and 1 in 9 men experience intimate partner physical violence.
So isn't that we're saying, right?
And then 1 in 7 men have severe intimate physical violence,
What
which
categorizes
includes
that?
beating, burning, and strangling.
Can you imagine?
And
there
1
you go.
in 4 women and 1 in 7 men.
So
That's
you-
not that huge of a difference.
Wait, that's correct. So if you would,
I would think it'd be 1 in 4 women and 1 in 20 men.
right. So and if you saw the woman slapped a man, you would not have gotten involved at all.
But we didn't get involved, so it didn't
You were
change anything.
debating it. You were debating it.
Yeah, but also, if a girl hit me and I hit a girl, I'm going to do way more damage.
But you can pull back when you hit. If you can
1 in
control it.
7 women and 1 in 18 men have been stalked by an intimate partner to a point which they felt fearful or believed that they could be harmed.
That's a pretty scary... Somebody stalking you is a pretty scary feeling.
I couldn't even imagine. Like, what the fuck? People are so weird.
How do you stalk? How do people have time to stalk people?
People have no life, man.
1 in 15 children are exposed to intimate partner violence each year,
That's
and 90% of these children are eyewitnesses to the violence.
Sad.
Yeah, very.
That's very sad.
How do you witness it without being an eyewitness? I guess you just
You can hear it, maybe.
You can hear it happen.
It says you're exposed to intimate partner violence. Yeah, you can hear it, or like,
Wow.
your mom is attacked and then she
crying about
tells
it.
you
Yeah,
about it.
Or your dad is attacked and he tells you about it.
Of course, definitely.
40% of the time.
Right.
That goes. It's 100% a fact that 40%.
But was I wrong?
Yes, it's 1 in
No.
7, not 40%.
No, you're missing.
No,
No,
he's
what
saying-
I'm saying is
he's saying
compare
out of all-
women to men. Not
Women-
40% of men. I'm saying
women make
if you
up
take
60%
10
of
people.
Oh,
abused
40% of
victims.
people who are abused
Victims.
are
That's what I'm
Victims.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Compared to women
You
to
said
men.
40% of men are abused. is what
No,
you
I'm
said.
saying
did, but we
no,
understand what you're
I
saying.
meant to say compared to women, the ratio is 60% are women, 40% are men. But that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah,
and there's
yeah,
not
definitely.
one battered men's shelter.
Because no one gives a shit about men, but we talked about
Correct.
that. No one
Correct.
gives a shit about men's feelings.
Fucking- and
men
yeah.
don't care and women don't
Well,
care.
no, men commit suicide more than women.
Much more.
Yes.
Much more.
It's fucked up. Bitches
Yeah.
don't change, bro. Gotta take care of your man.
There's a lot of problems that are
There are a
contributing
lot of problems
to that stuff.
So what would you like to talk about, Bronny Boo?
I got a couple
He's
options.
got a lot of meat. He said.
I do. I have like a lot of good stories that
It's
have
a
been
slap
happening.
for
Fun
meat.
stuff or like...
Nothing like, oh, this is so fun, but nothing like intense. Nothing really political. I guess. Do you want to talk about like entertainment stuff
What was
first?
the funny thing you
Because
said
there've been a
today?
few entertainment stories, or do you want to talk about like some like goings on in the world that like have been happening?
Entertainment.
What did you say today? It was funny, like an old Jewish man.
Everything.
No,
We were at the
Can't- he can't
we were
make
at the
this shit
pumpkin
up.
patch.
Can't make this shit
We were
up.
at the pumpkin patch, and they
Poor
they
guy.
had freshly churned strawberry ice cream. So I got some, and I go, nothing like a fresh strawberry ice cream on a summer's day.
But serious, not joking.
serious? You
Yeah,
was
not
serious?
joking. I go, no, you did not.
And then later, it was like 4 p.m. when we were getting out of the car to go food shopping, and I got out. I was like, I could really use a coffee. I could go for a coffee.
That one I feel you on, but the ice cream one's
No,
really...
because I would never order strawberry ice cream
phenomenal
unless
strawberry.
I'm outside and it's like summer
No,
vibes.
But it was perfect. Could
We
not
were
have
at
been
a farm.
creamier.
Strawberry
Light-
ice cream's great, by the way.
Amazing.
Do you like
No.
pieces of strawberry in yours?
I like the yes.
I like
but
pieces of
I love
strawberry.
pieces.
Yeah.
Not too big.
No,
no,
Little
but
way
just enough to
complain
give a
tip
little bit of a
your
texture.
tongue.
It adds a little
You know,
texture.
little tip of your
Because
tongue.
otherwise it's a little too creamy and rich.
It was so
This
good.
was some of the best ice cream I've ever
Hand
had.
churned?
No, churned. There was like a machine that was turning it
Yeah,
in
they
a
had fucking
wooden
Amish
barrel.
people with the bucket.
That's what I thought.
I mean, it kind of was like Amish vibes.
No, it was great.
You're on a farm.
Yeah, it was like trash vibes.
I listened to podcasts about Amish people, and that was also wild.
Yeah, Amish people are insane. And guess what? None of them are listening to this, so we can say whatever we want about
That's
them.
true.
right, go ahead.
Unless this pertains to their business. They're allowed to use technology for business.
Go
Or
ahead.
if they're on Rumspringer. then they could be listening to this.
Go ahead. Tell me about the
Did you know that show about Rumspringer is fake, by the way? The whole show?
I don't remember a show about Rumspringer.
Remember they
That
had
makes sense that it would be fake. Why else? Like, why would Amish let people follow them around with cameras?
True.
It's like antithetical to their whole shit.
You're antithetical.
That's an LSAT word.
Good.
Unnecessary to use that word.
Yeah. All right, you want to talk about entertainment shit, and then we can end on the like. There's been this wave of protests that have happened that I want to talk about because it's interesting. A new wave of protest. Or do you want to talk about the entertainment stuff first?
Whatever you like to do, buddy.
This episode is brought to you by Manscaped, who has been helping my fall bush out tremendously this fall.
I know, right?
So weird. So weird.
So
Not only my fall bush, but also my fall face. Because I use it to trim my face, my beard.
Bryce
I
uses
figured.
Bryce uses it for his beard as well. I use it like I went away. I was down in California. I used it to do my nose and my ears and the back of my neck to clean that shit up before I went. Fucking
We're a
great.
Manscaped family.
Chest, everything.
Yeah.
It's great. Every 2 weeks, I just quick chest.
I recently
All
turned
gone.
Bryce onto the
little
ultra
razor.
smooth package.
I agree with
the
you.
crop
Those
shaver.
special occasions, it's so good. I don't want to use it all the
I
time.
know.
the little razor
it's
blade?
like too good
So
because
good.
it feels so good that it's like
little razor
I don't
blade?
I don't want it to not feel special.
I
anymore.
literally-
yeah, the little one.
Okay.
It's the softest skin in the world.
Yeah.
When you do your thing, isn't it like it's like a baby's tush?
We're talking about our balls.
I was a little nervous.
And
I
your
was a little
shaft.
nervous.
You
What
can
about your
take.
shaft?
They have this. Yeah, of course. They have this little blade that has moisturizer in it, and it's like Manscaped skin safe technology. I don't know how they do it with these blades. You take this thing with the ointments
how
that they
hard
give
you
you,
push.
and it goes so smooth in
don't
your
want it
balls,
cut
and
in your
it doesn't
vein.
cut your balls.
Disclaimer, please don't cut your
Yeah,
balls.
don't push too
Dude,
hard.
like, oh, Johnson, I can push as hard as I want.
No, it'll be very hard to do it with these blades, but Manscaped
I use it on my
products-
chest actually. That same blade.
Yeah, it's,
Really?
it's great.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
And you
Probably-
go-
that would feel so good.
You go left, right, up, and north, south. So you do both sides, so you don't feel any razor style.
Why did you do left, right, north, south? Why wouldn't you go east, west, north, south, or left, right, up,
You're right.
down?
I was thinking left, right, and up and down. But my point is, you do it. The first one is the most, and then when you clean up the other three ways, and it's real smooth and it's really
Dad
nice.
loves it so much. One day he's just gonna come downstairs, no hair, no eyebrows. He's gonna be like, guys, I did it. I did it.
It touched every part of my body.
And that's not how I sound, bitches.
It's actually the trimmer's great.
The
I use-
lawnmower.
I use it every single day.
But the other one's better.
But that ball glade thing, there's literally nothing
it's called
like
the crop shavers, but or the ultra smooth package has all of it entailed. So head over to manscaped.com, check out their ultra smooth package, which is what we're talking about. But also while you're there, check out all their other products like their shampoo and conditioner, their body wash, their cologne, their trimmers.
Great
stuff.
boxers. The boxers
You
I
can
have.
check out their boxers. Bryce
Great
wears their boxers all the time.
And when the occasional female sees them, I get compliments on them as well.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, I've
wow,
got
I'm impressed.
Rarely do you get
Bryce.
compliments on underwear.
There you
so I'll
go.
take it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
There
like
you
that.
go.
It's a
There
new
you
one.
go.
It's nice to
So
get a perspective.
check out their boxers and you can get
We
the
never
ladies.
had that perspective. That's new.
'Cause
Wow.
I give Bryce the boxers. They're a little big on me, so I give them.
They have
I give
like
Bryce the
they have
boxers.
like gold hearts or something
Yeah.
with like a little guy with a shaver or
yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
No, it's good.
So head over to manscaped.com, get your compliment worthy boxers.
Complimentary.
Yeah, complimentary
Compliment-worthy?
worthy. Yeah, like because they're worthy of compliments.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I thought
I'm
you
not
were
saying
trying to say complimentary.
No, because they're not free.
Yes.
You have to pay for them.
Oh yes, they are.
Sometimes they include
compliment-worthy.
them in your order if you get lucky. And I think you will because if you use our code DaddyIssues20, you'll get 20% off and free shipping on your entire order, including all the stuff we talked about. So once again, head over to manscaped.com, use the code DaddyIssues20, and you'll get 20% off and free shipping on your entire order, and you will enhance your life. And maybe once finally, you'll be able to get a compliment from a woman. Okay. I guess we can talk about, have you heard about the this like Bros movie? Have you heard about that, Bryce?
Nope.
The gay movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Billy Eichner.
Yeah.
Oh, you wait. Can I go back? You know about remember the gay Superman?
Superman's son that
Yeah,
was gay.
you know they fucking took it off the thing.
What do you mean?
They-
Like they didn't make that comic
They,
anymore?
no, they're not making anymore. They lost that money. It was so fucking. We talked
Of
about
course.
it. I watched it on Fox yesterday.
Like I said,
So offensive
uh,
when you showed it to me with the purple hair. I think
we
it's
say it
fucking
all the time though that it's like
correct.
it's
And gay people are offended by it. They were offended by it.
but also it's like they probably don't care one way or the other. And are gay people like the main readers of comics?
No,
Probably
so-
not.
right. So they said right.
It's
right.
autistic people.
Well, I don't know. Bronson likes comics.
Listen. So but was
I already self-diss. You don't need to diss again.
Go ahead.
I said only autistic people like comics.
Yeah, and then I said well, Bronson likes comics.
So I'm a gay
mom
autist.
reads the comics? I got good.
So there's this movie Bros. Do you just let's watch the trailer for a little
Sure.
bit because I think you'll
It's
want to
out
watch
in the movie
trailer.
theater.
It's out in movie theaters currently. Yes.
I mean, I like Billy Eichner. I know the movie's just about like being gay or something.
I feel like Billy Eichner is not even.
I don't know
really
who that
likable,
is.
But here, let's watch.
I like him. I think he's funny.
Make it bigger because I'm old.
Did Do you know Zachary Quinto's gay?
I don't know who that is out
Yeah,
there.
Zachary Quinto's guy. Spock. Yeah, this is. We'll watch a little bit of the
You mean
roast trailer.
Little Fessler?
Yes.
Yeah.
No one knows who that is.
Okay.
Except him.
Exactly. That's a reason not to say it.
Also,
Okay, here. This is the bros trailer.
Hey guys, it's Bobby Lieber coming to you from the future home of the LGBTQ plus museum. Everyone is really excited and totally getting along.
This happens to be Bisexual Awareness Week, and no one has acknowledged it.
Lesbian History Month was in March. Nobody said a goddamn thing.
Of course, lesbians get a month and we get a week.
Oh, is this a mockery?
Didn't you guys have an announcement? This is a little unexpected, but we are in a throuple situation.
A what?
In a throuple?
Okay. Good.
Tell
He
you what's
did
progressive
good
now.
movies. I
Being
think.
alone.
I love my life. I love my freedom. I love my independence. That's kind of sad that I don't want to be in a throuple. I don't even want to be in a couple.
Bobby, I had sex with that 65-year-old.
Jesus, he's ripped.
I know, it's like they injected steroids into Dumbledore.
Not
my
funny.
God, that's...
It goes on, but basically the story is that he meets a guy and they like have a friendship, and the guy's like a jock and he's like a nerd, and it's a rom-com about the two of them getting like together.
Okay.
Apparently there are many scenes in it that are like
Porno?
explicit, like pretty
Would be
freaking graphic,
gross, right?
And so it came out a couple weeks ago, bless you, and it bombed. Like it
Never even
did-
heard of it, by the way.
It
Now, if they came over called Hose, I'd want to watch that.
it completely bombed. Like the lowest opening of the year. And so this was the first movie by a major studio about gay people. Never before has like a studio done it. It's always been independent. This was like a universal movie. And it completely bombed. And Billy Eichner, who's the star and the producer and the director of the movie, which is a separate guy. So Billy Eichner and the director of the movie.
is Dean Pelton gay?
Probably. They came out and they were like, the reason the movie bombed is because
People are
homophobia.
Okay.
They
Well,
said
that's-
straight
give me
people.
a fuck.
Yeah, so they basically were like, enough straight people didn't go see the movie because they're homophobes, and
No, but-
that's why the movie
okay,
bombed.
How about it doesn't interest them? That's
Yeah,
why you
of
don't
course.
go.
Or how about just
No.
well, yeah? Why would anyone
why
besides
would
gay
I
people want
wanna
to see a
go?
movie about gay people?
Seriously.
Well, I don't think that. It's just
No, Bryce.
no. Like
Bryce,
I'm sure
you
Mom
think-
would probably like that
You
movie.
think gay people are going to watch a documentary about sports, NFL?
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
well, they're
they're
gay
not.
people in this.
You know what I'm trying to say. Come on. No, they're not.
Yeah, but look, he says bombed. Bros bombed because straight people just didn't show up.
Okay. So what?
But they're making it a whole thing. They're blaming,
That's just
saying
stupid. It also could just be a publicity stunt.
that it bombed.
No, saying like that straight people are the reason it bombed, and then like
Why
Dad
would a
didn't know
straight
what
person
Bros
go?
was.
Why would a straight person go to that movie?
It's just such a hard sell for a movie.
If it interests you,
No,
But
why would it
interest
interest
you? Gay sex scenes? Why would that interest you?
Okay,
Well,
let me
also-
be very
And
clear.
also, so it's a rom-com, right? So it's supposed to be comedic.
Right.
The only joke in that was he looks like Dumbledore had steroids. That's not even funny.
why
So it's like,
why
if you-
would a straight guy take someone like
well,
me?
also there's girls.
No, wait. The girls
Why
are
would
not
girls wanna
going-
watch gay
They're not
scenes?
going to see two
Well, the
guys.
whole movie's not just gay sex.
No, it's not. But
it's a rom-com.
when
but it's
I watched the
LGBTQ
guys
center,
dancing and doing that-
throuple.
No,
right.
come
We
on.
watched 30 seconds of already LGBTQ
And I was
center.
uncomfortable.
Lesbians
I didn't
all
like
get a
it.
month and buys get a week.
I didn't like it.
It's like, are there that many people who are
No, it's a-
LGBT that are like gonna come see your movie?
It's not. I shouldn't say it's too niche, but like it's made for gay people for sure. If it interests straight people, then
Politically,
would've
they
seen
did it to be politically correct or woke by putting out this Universal by putting out this movie. However, I'm telling you right now, there is no desire for a straight person to see it. I'll give you an example. You know Pixar, and when they do these movies for children, they also make it where it's also for adults because the adults taking their kids. So both the adults walk away liking it and the kids walk away liking it. A straight person, it's nothing to do with homophobic. There's no interest. I'm not gonna listen. I don't find being interested as a plumber. I'm not gonna go fucking watch a movie on plumbing.
Except when
just-
the Super Mario movie comes out.
No, but do you understand what I'm trying to say?
No, but
It
like
just
that,
doesn't-
But also,
that should have been a Netflix movie. And Mom probably would have watched it. Probably would
there
have enjoyed
definitely
it.
should be movies made by gay people for gay people. But then when
It's the
straight people don't
blaming part.
see it, and you're
That's-
like,
I mean, that's just so stupid.
It
No,
failed
that's
because of you. It's
fucking
like,
stupid.
no, just make the movie for who you want to make it for.
And
Just make the movie.
Yeah.
And if
cares?
it doesn't do well,
Then it doesn't
that's
do well.
the risk. It doesn't do well. That's the business model.
Rom-coms don't really kill in theaters anyways.
Yeah, no, I don't.
No, not really.
Zero desire.
Unless they're appealable to.
Do you have any desire to see a gay movie?
No, it's not, especially one that's not that.
But you're
if
not
there was
against
like gay
gay
characters in a
if
movie.
if it's a movie,
Okay.
Here's the thing too: if it's funny, then it could be worth seeing.
I don't want to watch
That
a
doesn't
movie.
look funny.
I don't want to watch a movie that emphasizes straightness.
Actually, I'll tell you something.
You just
Priscilla,
wanna
Queen
watch
of the
a movie.
Desert.
Is that a gay movie?
Oh, it's a great movie.
Also,
I said, is that a
Dallas,
gay movie?
Dallas
Yes.
Buyers Club.
Great movie. What?
Brokeback Mountain.
No, I won't
Right.
see that.
So that's the other
You
thing.
saw it.
I never saw it.
I could swear you saw
The
it.
other
never
thing too
saw
is they
it.
were
Why
like,
But
would
also,
that?
people love Brokeback Mountain.
Brokeback Mountain.
Straight
Not only
people
did
do.
people love it, it won Oscars.
Yeah.
And it made a lot of money. It's
You
not
know
that
why?
people are
Because
homophobic.
it's probably a good movie.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. It's a
There are
story
other
behind it.
movies about gay people.
You never
Dallas
saw
Buyers Club's a
Priscilla,
great
Queen of
example.
the-
No.
Dallas Buyers Club also
movie.
won Oscars.
And it's fully about gay people, and everyone loved it.
Yeah.
Moonlight won the Best Picture, fully about gay people, and everyone loved it.
because it's not about it's about real
It's
things.
just a good
Do you
story.
ever seen a preview for Priscilla, Queen of the Desert?
I know about it.
Okay.
but I've
It's
never
actually
seen
a
the
good
movie.
movie.
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
I think it's a great.
We
Mom,
don't have
I
to
watch
watch
it.
the
I think it's a great movie.
So it says here the film earned $4.8 million on its opening weekend, a far cry from its $22 million budget and $40 million marketing costs.
See, that's why I'm disagreeing with you guys.
Wow.
You said nobody but gay people want to watch a gay movie, and you're wrong.
No, nobody wants to watch a gay
it's
movie
shoved in
for
your
it
face.
being gay.
Shoved in your
That's
face.
that's what I'm saying. But that's with.
But this movie was just about
that's with
being a gay
any
rom-com. That's
movie.
it.
That's-
The thing
that's what
starts
I'm-
LGBTQ plus center. That was the first word.
because it's a bad movie.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's when they come out and they're like straight people are to blame. It's like no, we all showed up for
It's just-
Brokeback Mountain.
yeah, it's just not a
We all
good
showed
movie.
up for Dallas Buyers Club.
I mean,
Moonlight.
I honestly think it's just a publicity stunt to get their name out
I
there
don't.
more.
I don't think publicity stunt. I think they fucked up, and now they're looking to put blame.
No, I think they fucked up, but now they're just like, all right, we got to get
Fucking
more
idiots.
people to watch this.
No one's watching it.
People, Dad, there's so many, not so many people.
What, the
there's,
white?
There's politically correct people
literally,
who will.
Oh, just feeling guilty? Give me a fucking
100%.
And they're fucking morons.
I agree with you.
Fucking idiots.
So Billy Eichner said, this is a quote, he said, "It's very strange because the movie's so fun. And as someone who makes comedies for movie theaters, or did until I guess this weekend, I love seeing comedies in movie theaters and people do. It's almost like people don't know what's good for them." Meaning like
He's literally
it
trying to say. I mean, that's also just because he has equity in the movie. You know?
yeah, but this is just going to make it worse. Obviously.
He's literally trying to tell people.
Can't you
what
just have
they
a
should-
comedy? It's just a comedy. Why do you have to have a movie strictly gay? So the guy said, "What?" So I was watching TV.
Or just make it really fucking
No,
funny.
watch it. He said,
or just even funny?
Apparently
That
the
looks
sex
horrible.
scenes in this movie are like sensual sex scenes. Like they're not funny sex scenes. They're like explicit
Well, that's
and sensual.
I find it's
And it's like,
offensive.
who wants to watch
that-
that?
It's
that's
offensive.
what I disagree
It's
with you
offensive.
because-
But in a
You
rom-com,
disagree. It's offensive.
any rom-com sex scene is always funny. It's never like sensual.
Right. I don't want to see two
pornographic.
fucking guys
it's
going
like
at
funny.
it. You want to see two guys going at it?
But I don't want to see any part of that movie.
No. Wait, but I thought at the beginning when they were arguing at the table, like I would watch that. Like they're like, really?
Yeah, they're
fighting
making fun
over
of that.
They're making
But
fun. That's why I said
a
it's
skit. That's funny.
But
Right, but
I
a
want to see
movie,
two guys
that's
going at it.
No, that's not
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying.
my point.
But offensive.
It's offensive.
No, because
I don't need to
we
watch
have
that.
we have 50 Shades of Grey, which is way more explicit than I assume.
But a straight guy does not want to watch two gays guys going at it.
And
But
no
that's the
straight
point of it.
guys went and saw 50 Shades of Grey
Correct.
either.
That's,
and the
that's
director
what I'm
wasn't
saying,
like,
but I don't
you
think.
made
But I
this
don't think
fail.
50 Shades of Grey is offensive.
No, you're missing the point.
I don't think Bros is offensive.
No,
That's
for
what he's-
straight,
It's offensive to be like, you need to see this
No,
movie,
but that's
or
a
you're
different
homophobic.
argument.
Okay, you're missing the point. A straight guy finds it uncomfortable and not wanting to watch two guys go
Not
at
even
it.
uncomfortable. I just don't want to watch
You
it.
just don't want to see it.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, we're saying, you
I
take
find
what
a
a word.
sex scene with a woman and man if I'm watching with other people uncomfortable.
All right.
We
Even
were
that scene right there was
we were just
uncomfortable.
watching a TV show. Even someone like being sensual in a movie, a man or woman, if I'm around you or I'm around someone else, I'm like, I don't want to
No,
watch
that
this.
guy jerking off in the TV show was uncomfortable.
Super uncomfortable. We're sitting there with our grandma.
Who wants to watch a guy jerking off?
Grandma.
A guy wants to watch another guy jerking off. Give
Even
me
if
a
it was a
fucking
girl, if it was a woman
It would
masturbating,
be
and me
uncomfortable.
and you were sitting there, you wouldn't be uncomfortable. You'd be like, hell yeah, let's eat this up. No, you'd be like, no, I'm uncomfortable as hell.
Okay. All right. Let's say you're alone. If there's a girl you watching a movie and a girl is masturbating, you're not like.
I'm not gonna be
okay.
uncomfortable.
But you watch a guy jerking off, you're like, I'm turning the channel.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
be
No,
uncomfortable.
you're like-
I'm not
you're
gonna
like,
want
you
to
are
watch
like,
it.
turning
I
the
sit
channel.
through
Wait,
this
I'm
scene,
not
I'm
watching
gay,
it.
I'm
Are you
gay,
turning
yeah.
the channel?
I'm not watching it.
So you turn
No,
the channel.
You're fast forwarding through
That's
that
when
scene.
you pull your phone.
Your
out.
phone comes
Yeah.
out. That's when you do TikTok
Because
for 20
you're like, if
seconds.
I watch this, I'm just gay.
I prove my point. It's uncomfortable. You don't want to
But
do
it's
it.
also like that's just such a hard sell. How are they expecting like me to come, like us to go to our buddies, be like, hey, should we go see Bros this weekend?
You guys
like,
watch
who
those
are
guys?
they thinking?
Dude, it's the fucking best. You can tell the guy was sucking another guy's
that
cock.
name's
It
a
was
little
amazing.
that name's a little deceiving because when I first saw
Guys hanging
Bros,
out.
I thought it was gonna be like
Guys hanging out.
a movie, a comedy about like stupid college guys
like
or something.
bros.
Yeah.
Well,
Which
that's
would be
the
a
point.
great fucking movie.
I mean, that's every
To you.
that's every comedy movie of all time.
But it's just, it's a bit offensive
right.
to be like, because we don't, if a movie about straight people bombs, we're not like, this is because the LGBTQ community didn't see it.
So a guy on
Like,
TV
no one
said,
cares.
they were talking about the gay thing, and the guy on TV goes, he's an actor.
We're talking about the gay thing? What do you mean?
The gay Superman, whatever, and talking how, and they
The
said,
gay thing.
No, my point is,
Yes, we all knew what you were talking about.
No.
Superman.
no. So what I'm saying is, and the guy's an actor goes, when I was on a set, and the director goes, all right, I think we're gonna make it. Why don't you pretend you are a gay wrestler? Like you just add, and he goes, and the guy goes, I just act the exact same way I did. Like, who cares?
Of course.
And it's so that's such a
Like,
true
would
statement.
a gay wrestler like try to jerk the guy
correct.
off?
It was so offensive.
No, I guess like maybe how you speak.
That's offensive.
It's offensive. My
There's no
point is-
difference between a gay person and a straight person.
Exactly. Other than the
unless
sexual
they're in
preference.
bed.
That's
Or
exactly my point.
stereotyping.
No,
Stereotyping.
but that's exactly my point. Like, so therefore he was saying that all the friends of the gays, it's offensive to people who are gay because we're not, gay people are not, like
Aliens.
lepers, right?
Yeah.
So what someone does behind closed doors in bed, who cares? Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
But when you're out in public, you're the same human being as anybody else, and it's just your sexual preference. So this is why I find it offensive. Like if I was gay, I would find all the shit offensive.
Wow, interesting because I agree with you now, but your point is almost like you're defending gay people by saying it's offensive.
No, I'm not. I'm saying my point's always been the same.
You're saying like they're no different.
I've always said no different.
But that does feel that way.
I agree. I'm
I've
just
always
saying,
said,
like-
have I always said what two people do behind over the age of 18 in their own privacy, they can do what the fuck they want. Who am I to say it?
And also, who cares?
Right, they can do it, but now you shove it in the face.
It's annoying. But shove anything in the face, it's annoying.
Anything, correct.
Shove
Why?
straight shit in the face.
It's annoying.
Even
Anything.
guys who are like straight
From
guys who are
Judaism.
obsessed with the gym and
It's
testosterone and working
annoying.
out. It's like, shut the fuck up, bro. I don't care at all.
Literally anything. Literally
Yeah.
anything.
Anything
shoved
shoved in
my
your
face
fucking
is
face
annoying.
is ridiculous.
Why? I don't know if this is offensive to say, but why do gay people tend to have that stereotypical gay voice?
The voice.
But
That is an interesting
but
question.
It's a community
they're
thing.
No, because when you meet a kid who's like 4 years old and has that voice,
Sure, that's
9
weird.
times out of 10
They're
they're
usually
gay.
gay.
Yes.
I don't understand. You don't have more
Low
estrogen.
T maybe or
It
something.
could be
No,
it could
why?
it could be
low
something.
T.
Yes, it could be
Gay
something.
people typically have.
You
I
born,
think in-
first of all, you are born gay, right? You born 100%.
Yeah,
Most people agree with
Right.
that.
So
yeah.
therefore, it could be a genetic thing in
it
that
could be
regard.
right.
why
Like it
you're-
could be as you're developing. I mean, the thing is, every embryo starts as a woman and then develops into,
Here we go.
starts female and develops into a male. And so, if you're a woman, you just didn't develop into a male. You just stayed a
right.
woman.
So men are more developed than women. Is that what you're trying to say?
It's not a full black or white thing. There can be. It's right. Like it juts off. So what if you jut off a little later, right? So what if gay people they develop, they diverge into developing as a male 2 days later than normal straight male
Could
would,
be.
and so that's why maybe their voice is a little different, and maybe that's why they have that attraction.
Hey.
I'm not saying that that's a thing, but it's like
We don't know.
The voice might
Nor does
be
it-
because
right.
they're gay.
It's not the
I've
developed-
always
right,
wondered
correct.
that. I've
Correct.
always wondered.
And then I'm sure when you're in the community, you put it on extra
True.
to fit in. Like when Bryce is around black people, he puts on a black voice. When Bryce is around Latin people, he puts on a Hispanic.
When he gets to college,
voice.
he puts on a voice.
He puts on a frat
Appreciate
voice.
you, man. Appreciate you,
Yeah.
man.
I stumped Bronson the other day with our weekday conversation. I stumped
Yeah.
him. His brain.
Well,
I've never
because it was
seen
the day before I was
I've
taking my
never
house, and I was
seen-
like, I can't think about this
Dad,
problem
I've
right
never
now.
seen I asked Bronson a question. He went like this. He was like, "Well, this is," and I was like, "No, that's not how that works." And he was like, "Well, if you, you could see his brain was trying to work
turned
and
it
it
off.
couldn't, and he was like, I can't think about this right now."
He said, "What if we
Just added one day to the weekend.
added one day to the weekend, so we had still had 5-day work week and 3-day weekends?" And I said there would just be one less month. You would have to get rid of
Yeah,
December.
but then I said, would business become less efficient?
And I said, why would it be? It would still be 5 days of
no,
work a
because you're
week.
you're
100%.
working one less month.
100%. It'd be
Right,
less,
you're
you would
working
make
one,
less
you're
money.
working
Yeah.
one less
You would
month
make
in
less
total.
money because you'd have 1/12 less of
Yes.
income.
Right, because there's probably 3 weeks not of work at the end of the year.
Correct.
3 less weeks of work.
See, I think what they should do, and we're getting way off. I think we should have a 4-day work week. I think it should be 12-hour days, Monday through Thursday, and your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I do that now. It's
But
not
what
the
about
big
like
deal.
having kids and stuff?
Okay,
Yeah, Dad, what if your kid gets out of school at 2:30? The fuck do you do?
I think the kids should go to school 4 days a week.
for 12 hours though.
Oh, good. They go for this.
I feel like crime
Wait,
would
they can go
probably
for they can go for
increase.
they can go for 9 hours.
But then,
parents
what do they do
now.
when they get out?
What do they do now?
You have to hide
daycare and stuff.
Daycare like they do now. It's just change it 4
So
days. Make everything
daycare
longer.
workers have to
Man,
work
listen,
7 days a
no,
week.
you make every
So your
day-
kid doesn't see you at all.
No, listen, guys.
If you work 12 hours a day, we'd never see you.
No,
I've thought about
listen,
this, too.
you make Monday through Thursday 2 days extra a day. So that's your 8
2
hours.
hours extra.
2 hours extra. And that's it. Done here. By the way, I do that now. Do I see you? I see you guys plenty. I work hard. I get up earlier. I work probably 12 hours a day.
You work 9 to 9. Not you. Just your day would be an 8 to 8.
You
How
really think
about
people could
how
be-
about 9 to 7?
You really think people could
10
be
hours.
productive? That's
40-hour work week.
You think the average American worker would be productive for 12 hours a day? Give me a fucking break. They're productive for 2 hours a day.
By the way, I think if you condition, I think doing 9 to 7 or about 8:30 to 6:30.
Yeah, that one makes more sense. I would love that, by the way.
Wouldn't that be great?
But-
And you're Friday, Saturday,
but
Sunday.
here's-
But also, it's not that most workers, 90% of workers, it's not that they're constantly busy every hour of the day. They're just waiting around for doing work. So
Okay.
it's not like pushing it all into
but
4 days.
you would
understand
get
though,
more work
Brian,
if you weren't doing
you
Fridays.
would get more work if you weren't doing Fridays because it would build up. And if you want to work Fridays
It
after you
wouldn't
become
build
more,
up.
it
If
would
no
build
one
up.
worked Fridays, then there would be no extra work. It
No,
would
it
all get
builds
done
up, right? Because people
through
will still
Thursday.
work Friday. People like, for example, I work on the weekends. But I'm saying the normal work week should be
9 to 5 should
instead-
become
8:30
to
6.
6:30.
8 to 6. 4 days a week.
That would be awesome.
I think
would
it would decrease productivity.
I think it would
People
increase.
are so lazy that they would. People can't even work 8 hours, let alone 12.
First
kidding
of all,
me?
Bron, I've been in the work world a lot longer than you, and people still do work. They work hard. My staff works hard. People still work. There are people that will choose not to work hard. There are
But your
people that
staff
will
might
work
not
hard.
be even the average American worker.
But you
You
understand?
think a high school educated person is able to work
but
12
if
hours
the
a day?
normal thing is just like the Israeli people graduate and have to go in the army. If that's the normal the way of your country or the way of your system, I think people would be happier.
But
having 2 days off.
maybe it's not the normal way because it doesn't work.
No. The workday was established because of like sunlight and shit.
By the way,
Originally.
Yeah, but also because that makes sense. Our bodies are attuned to sunlight.
Okay, but it
When
was
the
like
sun
for-
goes down, people lose their productivity.
It was like for
by the way,
farming and shit.
8 to 6, which I do a lot more than as it is not a big deal.
yeah,
do
but
8 to 6.
you also say, I'm a machine. I work better than most people.
I get it. But 8 to 6 was to 9 to 5, and then you're off on
I would
fucking
love-
Friday.
oh.
The whole world would fucking love that.
Yeah, but then all the companies would be like, you know what? 8 to 6, let's just add 8 to 6 Friday too. You know, that's what would
but
happen.
you don't have to.
No,
But,
'cause
it's not Friday.
but capitalism wouldn't let people work less. They
banks
never
would be
do.
closed Friday.
But
Just
banks,
like
are
Saturday.
already, but banks close at 3 p.m. and people work till
No,
8
they work.
all the time
They don't
anyways.
close at 3%. That's 100% not true.
Banks close at 3?
They do
banks
not.
close at 5.
Most people work past bank hours anyways.
But okay, do you understand what I'm saying though? It would set down. Government would shut down at 5 o'clock. They would be off on Friday. I mean, not will be open Fridays and Saturday and just like
yeah,
Saturday and Sunday.
but then all the companies would be like, you know what? We can make extra money if we stay open on Fridays.
That's their choice. It's like if you want to work
Of
Saturdays.
course, and then everyone eventually
No.
would just start working Fridays
No,
again.
that's not
Bronson,
true. You
a
understand what I'm saying?
A 40-hour
Of course, I
work
understand
week
what you're saying. I'm
after-
saying capitalism would take advantage of that.
No. Because
Okay.
Bronson, 40-hour work week, however you cut it, once you get past 40 hours, now you're dealing with different laws, different rules,
Time and a
different
half.
payments, all that stuff. So you're still logging those 40. So large-scale corporations that have classic 9 to 5 workers would say, we're not paying overtime for
But would
a
they be
full
paying
day.
overtime every day? After 8 hours is overtime. So they're paying overtime
Yes.
every day.
No,
No,
Changing
Bronson.
it.
It's logged on.
You think the labor unions would let you work 12 hours, no
But
overtime?
I'm talking theoretically,
No,
like
no, if you don't
unicorns.
work
As am
Friday.
I. I'm saying, yeah, but I'm poking holes in your theory.
There's no
not
holes.
really, not
There's
really.
zero
The
holes.
labor unions would never let you work more.
Assuming
He's just saying we could change if we all
Assuming-
wanted to
And
change
I'm saying it wouldn't work.
it 100% would work.
I think it would work. I think people would actually like that better.
They would love it. 3-day weekend, spend more time with your family.
It's so easy
more
to log an
quality
extra
time.
2 hours.
Okay,
Yes,
I do it
I
for
agree
nothing.
with you. I would like that, but we're not talking about what the 3 Bloom people would like. We're talking about the world.
No, as the most
If the
classic.
government made it's mandatory, it'd be the best thing that ever happened.
But they never would.
That's the definition. That's not what we're
okay,
talking
and
about.
that's okay.
We're just saying.
As a
it.
classic,
As am I. What are you talking
as a
about?
classic day job 9 to 5 guy, I feel like
You
can
think your
8 to
office
6
would
easy.
thrive if you guys had 2 extra hours a day?
thrive.
Not thrive.
No,
You guys-
it would
you think
be.
it would-
You know what it would
That's
be?
what
It would be the exact same thing. People would just be happier because we get Friday
3 days off. That's right.
Yeah, they would still bitch and moan
Better-
Monday
wait,
morning.
Wait. It'd be better for retail. People
Because there's one extra day where people
better for
are off.
traveling.
Okay, but then what do all
Better
the
for-
retail
wait,
people work?
wait,
then?
better-
What are their hours?
Right,
They don't work
retail
Fridays.
still work Saturday and
Instead
Sunday.
of
I know.
working Monday, Tuesday,
He's
and Wednesday,
saying
they're working Thursday,
it's-
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
It's just the workforce. We're just talking about the workforce.
Right.
There's always going to be bars, hospitality. The people who work at 11 can log if they want to. However many, there's 200 hours.
Social life would be better. Family values, family time would be better. Vacation time would be better.
I agree.
He'll be happier.
But why don't you think? So if everything would be better, why does this not exist anywhere in the world?
That's a
because it
different
doesn't
issue.
work.
It's a pretty big change.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's a different issue.
It doesn't work. So clearly,
Some companies do for.
Right,
Yes,
some
they do.
companies, but
Also-
that's talking about on a governmental level. Not
Also,
on a company
Bronson,
level.
Sorry, I brought up
you
guys.
need,
I just brought it
no,
up.
because
We're talking.
years ago-
I know.
I
Oh my
3
god!
years
No,
ago-
I don't
Good.
agree with you. It's what it's like. I can't not agree with
I
you.
just think it was-
no, because
no.
3 years ago, if you said remote work, like I think
Never happened.
I think remote work would be great. People would have more time.
I would
We'd be
say
like,
never gonna happen.
no
Did it?
shot.
But did it not make the entire workforce way worse for a couple years?
Yes, but
Everyone was less productive.
I think people would be happier.
Everyone was
working.
less social.
It's Fridays off. I think they'd be happier. 10-hour days are easy.
The remote work is a perfect example. In theory, it's great. It's like we could all. It made everything
no,
worse.
no,
I
it's
don't think
lazy.
so.
That's
Some-
a little bit different what I'm talking about.
Lazy, exactly. So
No,
you think
but a lot
people
of
aren't going to be
jobs-
lazy working extra? They're going
No,
to be lazy.
no,
It's
2
not extra.
hours.
It's
It's
the
not
same
extra.
exact
Same.
thing.
It's 2 hours extra a day.
Yeah.
Kids' school start at 7:30 in the morning. You can't start work at 8.
Most adults wake up at like 5.
Correct. 8 o'clock in
I'm
the
not
office.
saying
Nothing.
I'm not saying
Which
about
is
wake up. I'm not saying about
insane.
wake up, but keeping someone behind a desk for 2 extra hours a day, I think it's just
Easy. My staff does it now.
Also,
It's
you're
easy.
saving people on the commute to and from work.
Good
that fifth
point.
day.
Gas, huge.
You're also
Huge.
saving
Yeah.
them from waking up early
By the way,
that day.
people that take public transportation, they're saving 20% on that. Gas, 20%.
I think you're actually cutting
huge.
cost. I think you're cutting costs.
Yeah, you know what, Bryce? Let's start a petition. No, let's do
it
it. I
just
think
would
it's
never
huge.
happen.
Still have clammy
Okay.
hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
just
right,
would never happen.
he's a naysayer. When we do
He just
this,
likes to
when we
oppose.
do this, I'm gonna
You know,
blow up.
Brian-
It's
No,
never
I
gonna
love
happen.
the idea.
I agree it's never happening.
I love that.
I agree. But
and
I think it
agree
should.
with you that it's a great idea.
I think it should happen. I agree it will never happen, but it should happen.
Okay, so we're just talking in unicorn land then. Like
It was all unicorn.
Naysayer.
He just shut me down. Maybe he took the wind out of my sails.
no, but like
What do you got on the
Your
meat?
lunch.
What do you got else on the meat?
we were
That's
talking
okay.
about 3-day work fucking weeks for 40 minutes.
40 minutes. Mine was 4 minutes. I said one thing. What the
It's a
fuck?
joke.
I know. I can't say he gets so
It's
sensitive.
I get sensitive. You're the
See,
one that's like
see,
when I'm like
Did
I
say
don't think
anything
that's
wrong?
work, and you're
Did I
like
say anything wrong? Look it up. Did I say anything wrong?
okay, I'm not.
Yo soy gay.
Go ahead. What else you got, Bronny Boat?
I want to talk about these like protest things because I wanted to get your take on them.
And then we got to do a follow
Have you
lead
seen,
advice,
like,
right?
Yep, as we do all the time. But thanks for the reminder. I appreciate it.
Wow. I'm just waiting to look at the time, Bronny. Go ahead.
But we can go over an hour. It's not
We
a big
can.
deal.
I'm just sweating my
But
ass
it is
off.
pretty hot in here.
It's hot in here. And hot D's on in 20
It's
minutes.
so hot. We got to watch the rest of Watcher, though, before we go to Hot Day. It's 20-something minutes.
not before you. No way.
20-something minutes, yes.
No, we'll watch it after.
Yes, you'll do what I tell you.
Oh, Bryce and I will go upstairs and watch.
No,
Hot
but I just got Bryce a car. He's gonna listen to me.
Where are we gonna watch
Okay,
it?
yeah.
On the marble floor in the playroom.
Okay, it's almost done.
Did you see?
Where is the TV? Your room?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Did you see the video, Bryce? It was like all over Twitter of the people throwing the can of beans at the painting.
Yeah, fuck those people.
Yeah, that's what I
What
wanted to talk
painting?
about. So there's been in the UK over the weekend, a bunch of different protests erupted. They were coordinated. It's all this one organization
The
doing
company's
it.
called
It's so
Like
hot.
No More Oil or something.
yeah, something like that.
And so all these people, it started with this. I'll show you this video.
Also, like, what did Van Gogh ever do for oil?
There's nothing. There's an alarm going off somewhere. What alarm is that?
What is that?
Is it a cricket?
What?
You hear an alarm?
It's going wee wee wee. Always that goes. It's a-
Quiet.
There's like a cricket over there.
quiet.
It's just like, watch
quiet.
me fuck with this
quiet.
guy.
Shut up.
Sounds like a car alarm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, here now. I heard this.
Just stop.
shut
Just
off.
stop.
That's what I heard.
Wee wee wee.
These crickets are like, oh, we're gonna mess with this guy.
Yes, look at the Bryce.
And they have New York accents like that.
Hey, I'm a gaga.
So it started with this.
Nice hairdo.
In
So wait, they're in a fucking museum throwing shit at the art?
just
They
watch
should
the
be
video.
fucking
They're
arrested.
They're in like the National Gallery
They should
in
be
London.
fucking
And
arrested.
this is a Van Gogh, a Van Gogh original.
Assholes. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Are you fucking kidding me?
Whoa, that is not the reaction I thought we were
Whoa!
gonna get.
Wait, are
Okay,
you
now they're
fucking kidding me?
Now they're taking super glue out, putting it on their hand, and then they put their hand with super glue on the wall, so that they're like stuck to the wall.
Oh, these assholes. I would love to beat the shit out of these fucking people.
Oh my God.
So that they did
Oh
that.
my God.
I didn't know
Fuck
that was
them.
going to react that
Okay.
badly.
Okay. They better. Oh, I'm angry. Oh, you
That was going to punch
fucking
my
asshole.
screen. So then they said this. So now they're stuck to the wall with super glue.
Oh, fuck you fucking
By the way, these
piece
are
of
the
shit asshole.
these are the non-gay guys who are going to see Bros.
You
by the way.
fucking
And
asshole.
they're both young girls. One's
Is that
they
a
both
girl
have
to the
short
right?
hair. They both look like non-binary. One has pink hair.
Put them in fucking jail. Make them pay
So
for
then
the
they
rest of
said
their
this.
life.
What is worth more, art or life? Is it worth more than food? Worth more than justice? Are you more concerned about the protection of a painting or the protection of our planet and people? The cost of living crisis is part of the cost of oil crisis. Fuel is unaffordable to millions of cold, hungry families. They can't even afford to heat a tin of soup.
Oh, you fucking piece
Okay,
of shit loser.
so-
I don't
Okay.
think it got on the painting.
Okay.
No, so here's the
It's
thing.
on the painting.
No, it looks like
the
there's
painting,
plastic over
No, the
it.
painting has a painted glass in front of it, which all paintings do. Which
Thank
they knew.
God.
They publicly announced the day that they did that they knew that the painting had glass in it because they did not want to actually damage the painting, which is something to consider. So they posted. So
By the way, they should let them stay there. They cannot get their hands. It's like a shit in themselves and piss
it was a
themselves.
smart protest.
the
because it's
organization
not-
it's
smart
huge.
protest.
It's
huge.
everywhere.
It got-
Fuck
it got their
them.
name
The
out. That's the
corporation's
idea of
called
a protest.
Just Stop Oil, right? So then they
Assholes.
did all this stuff.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree. By the way, let me say, protest. Don't damage property. Protest.
No. I
So the
agree, but-
same day they did
what's
this.
worse? What's worse, Dad? The Black Lives Matter protests or that protest? People get hurt in one. That you're.
Okay. The BLM protest was worse and extremely offensive, and I disagree with it. This is bad too, though.
Not the purpose. I'm just saying people got hurt at one.
By the way,
I think this is idiotic. I think those people should.
By the way, the
pay
BLM
for it,
shit
but-
was a fucking riot, not protest.
So this happened the same day.
Who's that?
in
Ron
London.
Howard?
This happened the same day in London.
No, that's
down
the guy
street.
from from Rent.
Is it? It's like
Oh damn!
oh, you're a fucking asshole.
Spraying paint on an Aston Martin dealership on the
You're
outside.
a fucking asshole.
What did Aston do?
He's from the same organization.
You saw the
Twin
police one
address?
too, right?
Yes,
I
I have a
would
couple
beat
more.
the fucking shit out of him.
They also spray painted.
Wait.
Wait.
Pause for a sec. If you saw him doing that and you knew he was doing it for a protest, would you do anything?
I would, if I was walking the street, I'd fucking stop him. I would tackle him.
Why?
100%.
But what about the guy who just hit his wife and you're saying don't get involved? It's not your business.
Okay,
You
listen.
don't own Aston Martin.
He's someone like him has to be stopped.
So then
And
another
police
person the same day did this. or
That's the
another
one
guy.
I saw,
So
too.
Scotland Yard is where like their FBI
I know, yeah,
is
yeah.
headquartered.
These are great paint machines, by the way.
yeah. So another person
Look how much it
sprayed the
dispenses.
Scotland Yard sign.
I'm doing this because we live in a country where you are innocent until proven guilty, and yet we are holding innocent protesters, peaceful protesters, in prison.
Cops not doing anything.
All they're doing is standing up to the corrupt government and the corporation. Joshua Smith is in prison, and he's been
Oh, give me a fucking good. Arrest that
The
fucking
cops taking her
bitch.
away. For those listening,
Good.
all that sound is the paint dripping off the sign.
Right.
Those are-
asshole.
I want one of those paint machines, by the
No,
way.
what
Those
a
things are sick.
fucking asshole. They have no right to
And
do
then
that.
it started. It was happening
I'm
all
sorry,
over.
they have a right to do
all
that.
over Europe. So this is people in France who superglued themselves to the street.
Good.
They were on a
This-
highway.
Good, you know
and
what
they
I do?
superglued their hands.
I'd rip their hand off.
Yeah,
let
you
them-
want to see what the
Yep,
French police
yep,
did? Look.
Good. Good.
Look, watch this guy.
Ah, maman! Ah!
Oh, God.
Ah, c'est super mal! Ah, t'es ouf! Ah!
Good. Arrest those
Dragging
fucks.
them away.
Good. Good. Arrest those
So
fucks.
that's how the French handled it.
Yeah,
Love it.
good.
He just goes,
What a
"Wee."
piece of
And
shit.
then they did it in Italy. They
Assholes.
superglued themselves to the highway in
Good.
Italy.
Let a car run
And
over.
this is
Good.
and the
Good.
Italians got out of their car and are
I
just
love
dragging the
it.
people away.
Love it. Good. Love it.
His dad's like, fuck you
Yeah,
guys.
I love that fucking guy. Yeah, get the fuck out, you piece of shit. Fucking losers. Good. Look, lying down. Look.
That kid kills
Someone's
me.
daughter.
Oh, by the hair.
Grab her by the hair.
The thing is, these are like little kids. Like,
They're
what are these
kids.
kids doing?
Good for them.
They want a reaction. They want this reaction because now we're watching it. So now we know about Just Stop Oil.
I don't care about them. Fuck them.
Wait, have you seen the ones in America?
Fuck them.
But the thing is that it's working. And so So this
Is it really working?
We're talking about it.
No, it's getting it
And
out
so the
there.
thing is,
but you're not going to get a
It
politician to be
makes-
like, we want kids to stop super
It
gluing
makes me look
themselves.
more like that. Make me like the people more assholes than
what
they thought
happened
they
is
were.
that the British police tweeted this. The Metropolitan Police of England tweeted this yesterday. They said over the past 9 days, more than 270 people have been arrested following a series of disruptive protests in central London. Hundreds of officers have been taken away from frontline duties, and specialist teams have been on standby so we can respond to this as quickly as possible. And then oh shit, where'd it go? They changed now the protest rules in the UK. They're like, you can't protest anymore. It's illegal. They made it illegal.
No, that's horrible.
No, I know
So
it's horrible.
British protest.
Bryce, you can't deface and
But also the
damage
UK
someone's
has
property.
it's not the
True,
they don't
it's
have
not freedom
like
of speech
we do.
like we do.
No, but you can't damage things.
But that's not protesting. That's illegal, right? So
But they're
that's
letting them
illegal.
do it.
But to say you can't protest is
Yeah, this was published 7 hours ago from the Washington Post. UK seeks. Oh, they make me fucking pay.
I hate that. It's
Yeah.
so annoying.
Let me find another one.
Have you
love
seen the
that.
ones in America, by the way, where those people would super glue their hands to the basketball courts? Did you see that?
just
Dad?
rip them off the fucking court.
So there was this one girl who did
Bron,
it.
don't do that.
There was this one woman who did it at an NBA game. She super glued her hand to the court. And then another guy, she got arrested. She bought tickets to the game, and they set a personal security guard to watch her at the game. And you see he's just sitting there eyeing her. And then all of a sudden you see her stand up and go to run. And the guy just goes boom and just tackles the shit out
love
of
it.
her.
I wanna see that.
It's awesome.
So
Wanna
this
see
is
that.
the Washington Post article. It says Home Secretary Suella Braverman this week touted a new public order bill which aims to curb activists by increasing police powers and creating new criminal offenses punishable with jail time and unlimited fines. Their critics called the bill an attack on free speech that could risk over policing in a democratic state. So like they're making it worse. These protesters are making. Here's another one. This says more milk pours are happening across the UK. All are concerned individuals call. So they'll walk into a supermarket. They'll open up gallons of milk and pour them on the ground. It's like you're making it worse. You're wasting the milk.
I mean, that was a thing when we were growing up. That was a
they're
thing.
literally damaging something that doesn't belong to them. Who the fuck are they?
Remember those kids used to go and slam the milk jugs on the floor and
but
pretend
not
like,
for those reasons.
No, it was like
Assholes.
a prank.
So the organization, they're called Just Stop Oil. They released a press statement about all these protests. They said 2 supporters of Just Stop Oil have thrown soup over Vincent van Gogh's sunflowers as actions in the capital roll into the 14th day. They're demanding the UK government halts all new oil and gas projects. They go on to talk about it. So they publish it and they claim that they were doing this. It's this whole thing. People looked into this organization and it's run by it's really odd. And I don't know how to feel about it yet. So the Jerusalem Post posted this whole thing yesterday. It says, Just Stop Oil is the UK-based climate movement in the pocket of oil billionaires. And they did some digging and they found that the main supporter, like the person who started this organization, is the granddaughter of Getty and the Getty oil empire, right? So she's like a billionaire from oil who's funding this. So a lot of people are thinking that they're doing this to make climate protesters look bad and to make it harder for them, right? Like it worked. In the UK, they're making protests harder and harder.
Here's why I disagree with them. I think if that was the case, they wouldn't have made them those protests.
Those protests had pink hair and shit. Like they made them look so stereotypical.
Yeah,
lips.
but those protests, some of them, at least the painting one, had meaning, right? So if I disagree,
meaning?
Like it was smarter than just an average let's just the Aston one was just let's just deface something.
Well, Aston Martin is owned by the Saudis also. That's why they chose
maybe
that
that's
one.
why.
That's why they chose Aston and not a
But
other
right,
one.
if it was if it was a reverse one, like a double agent type ordeal, I think they would have just defaced property to make them look really bad.
I think also the Getty granddaughter, whatever it is, these fucking kids, these become liberal and they think
Right,
that
she might
they
just be out of touch,
They want
not
to rebel.
sinister.
Look at all these kids. Give me a fucking break. I mean, they just want to rebel and they have no other fucking purpose in life. They're pathetic. They have too much
So it
time in their
says
hands.
here-
Parents are too good to them.
Where is she?
How
I
did
can't
nobody
find her.
stop the painting ones? How do you
Yeah,
even
this
bring
woman.
soup into a museum?
Eileen Getty.
Your breath is nasty, by the way. It's that fucking
Eileen Getty is one of several heirs to the $5 billion Getty fortune, which the family acquired through their oil company. The company no longer exists today, but the money certainly does, and people have started questioning if Eileen Getty still has links in the oil industry. Unless Getty is investing in oil ventures so secretive there are no records, the opposite appears to be true. She founded the Eileen Getty Foundation, which, according to the foundation's objective, supports a wide range of local and global organizations. Meaningless.
I just think she's just a liberal.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a secret agent type ordeal.
Yeah, probably not.
That's offensive shit. I don't like it.
But it's also like, so they don't want. So they said in their like press release that the goal was to, like, it says, for the UK to halt all new oil and gas projects. What do they want that?
Yeah, no,
do they want the UK?
These are fucking. They don't even know what the fuck they're protesting for.
Do they want the UK to, like, tomorrow just convert fully to solar power? You won't be able to turn on your oven.
You saw. We're doing this in America. You saw that press conference where Congress had fucking Jamie Dimon, and they were like, "Are you gonna invest more money in new oil ventures?" And he was like, "Yes, obviously." Have you seen?
You gotta watch this, Dad.
You know Jamie Dimon, right, Dad?
Mm-hmm. What would I even look up? Rashida Tlaib, Jamie Dimon.
It'll probably be the first one.
So Rashida Tlaib, who's a congresswoman, who is like one of the, like, she's like an AOC type, right? She's like a leftist social justice warrior type, right? She had as part of some congressional Zoom meeting or whatever, there was like a meeting with a bunch of high level, like, CEOs of all the top banks in America, right? And so
Goldman wasn't on it, which is interesting.
Yeah, let's watch this.
You know, I represent one of the largest populated counties in Michigan. And in recent years, I know the Michigan chapters of the Arab American Civil Rights League and the Council on American Islamic Relations have filed complaints regarding banking discrimination against those of Muslim faith. And so Mr. Monahan, in May,
I want to get to that.
Recount was unlawfully closed.
Let's see.
You should be very concerned.
It's
Mr.
before
Monahan, you should.
I'm not aware of the class actions.
In that regard, it sounds like you don't even know about the class action suit.
No,
you don't
it's
care.
not. It's after this.
Hell for America.
Yeah,
it's right here. It's right here.
Like zero.
So let's see.
Targets of limiting global temperature rise.
So this is Jamie Dimon?
Yeah.
Degrees Fahrenheit or 1.5
So she's talking about, like,
degrees Celsius.
climate change.
So no new fossil fuel production starting today. That's like zero. So I would like to ask all of you and go down the list, because again, you all have agreed to doing this. Please answer with a simple yes or no. Does your bank have a policy against funding new oil and gas products? Mr. Dimon?
Absolutely not, and that would be the road to hell for America.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Sir, you know what? Everybody that got relief from student loans has a bank account with your bank should probably take out their account and close
Who the
their
fuck
account.
is she to say
The
that?
fact that you're not even there to help relieve many of the folks that are in debt.
Who the fuck is she?
In debt because of
Say
student
that.
loan debt, and you're out there criticizing it. Miss Frazier, how about you?
But do you see what she did? She said,
She's an asshole. Yes,
she was
or
like,
no?
all the people that we gave money to
should pull their money out.
Should pull their money out of the
Correct.
Like using
Who the fuck are you?
The
Right.
$10,000 student loan as leverage
Also,
to,
Jamie
like,
Dimon's gonna be
threaten
like,
the.
She's an asshole.
Yeah. And she wanted all the people, all the top CEOs of the bank to do this. And she went down the line and everyone was
But
like,
aren't
no.
they allowed to say no?
And he
Who the
goes,
fuck
it would
is
be
she?
the road to hell.
Correct.
Which
Who
is
the fuck
right.
is she?
It's a shame that our world is completely built on gas and oil, but right now it is, and we can't do it in 1 year. It's going to take 100 years.
1 year,
to
Bronson.
change.
She said starting today.
Yeah, it will take 100 years
She's
to
a
change our
fucking
economy.
retard. Look at her. Give me a fucking break.
We will continue to invest in and support clients who are investing in fossil fuels and in helping them transition to cleaner energies.
And Mr. Monahan?
We are helping our clients make a transition, and that means we're lending to both oil and gas companies and to new energy companies and helping monitor their course towards the standards you're talking about.
As they should. They should let anyone invest with anything.
There's giving a solution, and then there's just identifying a problem. She just identifies the problem.
She's an asshole. She's a fucking
What
idiot.
that guy said was, we're going to
Michigan,
keep
no
doing
less.
what we're doing. We're a business, but we're also
They answer
going to
politically
try.
correct. Jamie Dimon said basically, go fuck yourself. We know what we're doing.
Well, he's also just awesome.
You're right. He called her go fuck herself. He's more powerful than the fucking president. All right, let's do follow up.
Yeah, he probably is more powerful than the president.
And this president.
I'm getting a follow advice up.
You got it.
It's hot.
It really is. My ass is on fire. So
I don't know why your ass is always on fire.
I'm sitting on my ass right now. I'm hot.
Are we going to do hot D after this?
Hot D. Hot D with hot A's.
Ew.
That's
Just
kinda funny.
read the fucking thing.
And a big gay.
God. Okay, this is from Hannah. Hannah said, hi, John and Bron, love the show. I've been texting my ex-boyfriend, and then in parentheses, we dated in high school, for 3 months, and about a month ago, he came to visit his friends in the same town I live in. I invited him to hang out with my friend and I. My ex and his friend came. We all hung out together for the day. My ex and his friend invite me and my friend over to eat and chill with them. After hanging out for a while, my friend decides to leave, so I stay hanging out with them. My ex makes a move and wants me to stay with him. I decide to stay, and we just talk. For the rest of the weekend, we were hanging out, and then when my ex leaves to go back home, he says he likes me and wants to try dating again. So I give it some thought and decide why not. So it's been about a month, and he randomly calls me to tell me he wants to break things off, but doesn't explain why or even want to talk about why he's feeling a certain way. I don't know what to do. I've tried talking about it with him, but he isn't listening. What do you think I should do? I mean, that's so easy, Hannah.
Come on, just move on, Hannah.
Yeah, just
you try,
literally completely ignore him.
Poor Hannah.
Listen, no, it's not poor. Like, first of all, he's an ex.
First of all, you should not have gotten back with him.
Right,
No,
but
no.
I get it. That shit can happen.
Also, it's so many years later, and she was in high school.
No, I think
True, fair. She was in high school.
People change.
Hannah, I think he might have thought it was a good idea to get back when you guys are together.
True.
But then now being back home, he's probably like, what am I doing? Don't read into it so much. Just move on. It's not that complicated. It's not a big deal. Just move on. Don't you agree? That was an
like
easy
literally
one.
just move on and ignore it.
Meet
and
somebody else.
It is what it is.
That was an easy one.
Yeah, there's nothing to do even.
Yeah, honestly.
And also,
stop overanalyzing. You women overanalyze everything.
well, when in a breakup, you try and like find
God,
reasoning.
your breath smells disgusting.
You don't. He doesn't need to give you a specific reason.
No, but these women
You
want to
know?
go down this fucking. They need to know every little just. Who cares? Don't have. Hey,
Just
you
accept
dated.
it.
It didn't work. You don't. Not everything needs a fucking reason behind it.
Yeah, and it could have just been like you guys were caught up in the moment while
Or
he
the
was
guy
there.
might be like,
and
I
then-
don't like you.
And then he left and was just like, I don't want to be.
What
I
if the
don't
guy
want to
says,
date
I
anymore.
don't want to like you, or I fooled around with you and you didn't turn me on? You want to hear that?
Okay, well,
Whoa.
No, I'm just saying. What does it matter if he doesn't want to?
imagine
be
if
with,
someone was like, why are we
We
not
fooled
together? Well, we
around.
fooled around and you didn't turn me on.
My point, what I'm trying to get at,
I'd literally be like,
Hannah,
no, I break up with you.
Hannah, my point
I'm
is
using that the next time.
My point, Hannah, is that it doesn't matter. It takes two to be in a relationship. One doesn't want to be in. Does it really matter the fucking reason behind it? You can't are you going to be so much better off by knowing his reason for not wanting to be with you? If he doesn't want to be with you and you were dating before, it didn't work. It's not working out. Move on.
That hurts, but just get over
So
it.
she said,
It
what do you
doesn't
think
hurt.
I should do?
I mean,
Move
Nothing.
on. That's it. Yeah, nothing.
Don't text him. Don't call him. Don't waste
Probably
your
just block
time.
the number, Hannah, honestly.
Have a little more self-respect for yourself and move on.
If you feel like you're going to be tempted again, just block his number. Don't
Or
even.
delete it and then block it.
Well, delete it. He can just text her again.
Oh, God. Just move on, Hannah.
Yeah.
That was an easy one.
Yeah, very easy.
Do you want to do another quick one or no? Or let's
Sure,
just
we
end
can
it
do
up?
another one. Let's see if I have another one. I mean, I do, but let's see.
And then I got to go. I'm fucking dying.
I got a shower after this.
No. Oh, yeah. You got to brush your teeth is what you got to do.
Okay, this one is anonymous. Hey, John and Bron. Fun fact, I was one of the first few Patreon members.
Thank you.
Okay, so my boyfriend was traveling out of state with his daughter to go visit family and celebrate her
My
fourth
boyfriend
birthday.
was trying to stay with his daughter. Okay.
His daughter.
Okay.
The family I'm referencing is his own mother, but also his ex's family, which is his daughter's mom's family. He had been gone for 2 weeks already when I took a pregnancy test, and it was positive. This was something he had wanted, and so he was excited. I told him the day I found out, and here we are 2 weeks later, and he's still out of town with his ex and her family, and I'm home alone pregnant. He won't give me an end date as to when he's coming back. Also, his mother knows about me, but his
We
ex...
should have done another fatherly advice.
Oh, no. Can we just cut the episode?
Yeah, go ahead.
Holy shit. Nell, lower the air.
Yeah, go ahead. We're in for another hour.
Holy shit.
It's another hour.
Holy shit.
She said also his mother knows about
4-day
me,
work week.
but his ex does not. So I just feel like a big secret side chick. We are next door neighbors, and the ex does not live with him. Wait, what? Oh, her and her boyfriend are next door neighbors?
Yeah.
We are next door neighbors, and his ex does not live with him. So I know for a fact they aren't together, just to clarify. I'm just at a loss for what to do. You can't make someone come home, but I feel like total shit. Like everyone else's feelings come before mine. There's obviously many more details to a situation like this, but I feel like he's constantly putting his daughter's mom's feelings before mine. Love you guys. I can't wait to hear what you say.
All right, so here's my first thoughts. So the fact that he found out you were pregnant, is happy about it, is a good thing. He said that. He sounds like a decent guy. Listen, because he cares about his daughter.
Or is he just trying to save face?
But
No, I think he's trying to save
who goes
face.
away and doesn't tell their girlfriend when they're
When
coming
they're
back?
coming
That
back.
part is a concern. That's an
That
issue.
doesn't make any sense.
That's an issue.
And especially if my girlfriend got pregnant and it was something like we were planning, I would be home right away.
Well, not if your daughter comes. Let me tell you.
But my daughter,
but your daughter,
I'd be like, honey, daughter, we're going home. Like it's home.
Also, like, doesn't he have to work? And stuff?
Like what? How is he just away for 2 weeks?
And his daughter, like, I assume, goes to school.
And it's out of state. It's not like he's just like in the town.
Could have been over the summer.
Out of state.
Interesting.
No, because she said he's still not back yet.
Well, yeah, this was submitted. This was submitted 2 months ago. To be fair, we're like in a backlog.
Oh, damn.
Oh, so wow, we're giving her old advice.
Yeah.
Damn, I really want to know what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like 3 months pregnant now.
Yeah.
Or more.
Holy shit.
I'm curious if he came home.
Okay, so what advice would we give? Because just in general,
I think I think it sounds like he's a decent guy because he's happy that she's pregnant. He also wants to take care of his daughter, which says a lot. But it is a little weird being with your ex for that long period of time. And if the ex doesn't know about the girlfriend, that's even more
Why
weird.
wouldn't the ex know about the girlfriend?
That's weird.
That's sketch.
Listen,
why would
that
like
is
the way
weird, right?
she,
They moved on.
If
It's an
he's
ex.
keeping it secret, then he's keeping it secret for a
The
reason.
way she
Correct.
wrote it,
I hate to say it.
The first half of it was like, we are in a real serious relationship.
Now I feel like
where
she's
we
the
want
side-
kids, and then the second half was like, we hooked up once or twice,
Yeah,
and I
right.
got pregnant.
And
right?
he's like his mom knows about me, but it's like
Right.
Are you guys like?
Is he the girlfriend or is it just the thing that happened?
She says boyfriend and girlfriend, and that
Maybe
it's
she's-
something he wanted.
Maybe
something
she's
he
a little,
wanted.
maybe her perception's
Right,
skewed.
it might be.
Maybe he has a different view of what the relationship is than
Well, I
she
want
does.
to hear his side.
I want to hear her afterwards.
we don't know who it is.
I think I
So
do.
wait, so anonymous.
I know, but she's just asked to keep it anonymous.
All right, so you're anonymous, and so you're a Patreon member, which we thank you. I really would like you to give us an update on this. That's an important thing. I want to know what the update is.
Patreon, like, do it on Patreon because this is a backlog. This fatherly advice
because we only get to one a
scenario
week.
is
we get
a
so many.
backlog. So DM me on Patreon because then I'll see it right away and we'll bring it up next episode.
I hope everything worked out. I really
Me too.
do.
I hope so.
I do hate to say it though, anonymous. Like I get bad vibes from the whole situation.
Not the beginning part.
I get bad vibes that your relationship is not what you think it is. I get bad vibes that he's been away for too long. I get bad vibes because he didn't tell his ex.
It's an ex.
Why is
Tell
he
your ex.
staying in town with his ex for so long?
Without
It
us
is
coming home.
it is his daughter's mom.
Wait,
but like,
are they staying together? Because
is
that's
he staying with the ex?
Yeah.
She said no.
Why do they?
But she said his mom
People do
knows
that,
about
doesn't
me, but his ex doesn't. So I feel like a big secret.
No, but-
we are next door neighbors, and the ex does not live with him. So I know for a fact they aren't
Wait,
together.
but so they all live.
She's-
What does that mean?
She meaning the girlfriend and her boyfriend are next door neighbors.
Yes, and the ex
And the
doesn't
ex
live
doesn't
with
live with the boyfriend.
Correct.
But that's weird too to me.
No.
And how do you know they're not together? What if he's going to her
There's
place?
a lot of unanswered
Well,
questions.
here's also the thing.
Ooh, it's
Why do
juicy,
both
this
of
one.
their parents live? I guess the ex and the boyfriend used to live out of state.
Right. The
So-
ex, the boyfriend could have lived in Massachusetts,
the
and now
ex-
he moved to
So
New
chances
Jersey.
are the ex is just staying at her mom's house, and the boyfriend's staying at his mom's house.
Yeah, but why would the boyfriend stay at his mom's house for many weeks
Why
without
would
an ending?
Okay, the ex needs to know. The ex should know about the girlfriend. It makes no sense.
Especially because it's going to be her daughter's
Now- yes,
sister, half sister.
now.
She should know.
Yeah.
That's weird. Why didn't he tell her? He didn't tell her for a
All right,
reason.
Anonymous, we 100% need an
Wow, this is
update.
wild. I want to see a TV show. on this.
I want an update.
I want to see a gay rom-com about
All right, I'm
this.
done. All right, love you guys. I'm
Love you
done.
too.
All right, bye everybody. Thank you.
You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me. The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid.